We will begin by laying down the bare truth regarding these so-called North African countries. Take a look at this map. The Arab League is an international organization that unites countries identifying themselves as Arab. It was founded by Gamal Abdel Nasser, the former president of Egypt, and a prominent advocate of Pan-Arabism. The headquarters of the Arab League are located in Egypt, a country with a rich history that holds significant relevance to many black African nations. The Arab League's influence extends beyond North Africa, reaching into other parts of the continent. In West Africa, Mauritania is a member, while in East Africa, Somalia and Djibouti are part of the League. Despite their predominantly black populations, Somalia and Djibouti are associated with Arab identity, largely due to the influence of Islam. The Arab League's presence is also felt near Central Africa, with Sudan being a member. This widespread membership underscores the cultural and political influence of the Arab world. Interestingly, about 3/4 of the land area of these Arab League states is actually located in Africa. This expansion of Arab influence into the African continent has significant implications. It has led to a gradual pushing of black African communities further south, reducing their living space and freedoms. In this video, we will expose how the growth of the Arab world in Africa is impacting the lives and liberties of black African populations, making it a matter of vital importance and concern. In April 1989, a tense situation unfolded between Senegal and Mauritania, leading to significant upheaval. The government of Mauritania, predominantly Arab Berber, used a border dispute as an opportunity to carry out widespread discrimination against its black citizens. Black Mauritanians, including government workers, military members, and private company employees, were unjustly arrested, and their identification documents were taken away. They were forcibly sent to neighboring countries, Senegal and Mali. The situation escalated as these actions spread to various towns, targeting ethnic groups like the Fulani, Wolof, and Soninka. Many Fulani living near the Senegal River in Mauritania were expelled by armed Arab Berbers. Their lands and homes were seized, and even their village names were changed to Arabic names. This tragic period, often referred to as ethnic cleansing, resulted in an estimated 120,000 to 200,000 black Mauritanians losing their homes, properties, and national identities, leading to a significant refugee crisis in Senegal that had long-lasting effects. Many Africans view this issue through the lens of a long history of enslavement since the Arabs' arrival on the continent. However, this situation also reflects a larger, more complex geopolitical dynamic of Arab-Muslim influence, which involves issues of territorial control, cultural identity, and human rights. Northwest Africa, including regions like Libya and Egypt, was originally inhabited by black populations. These early inhabitants of the Maghreb and the Sahara played a crucial role in developing Berber languages and culture. The Romans, who arrived in Africa later, referred to these people as Moors, a term they used to denote blacks. They named the region Mauritania, translating to Land of the Blacks, a term that influenced the modern name Mauritania. In the 6th century, Arab forces entered the continent, establishing their control over North Africa, including Egypt. They spread Islam throughout the region. Despite being in the minority, the Arabs allowed the Islamized Moors to govern the Maghreb. Later, from the 16th century, the Ottoman Turks expanded their empire from Egypt to the edges of Morocco. Starting from the 8th century, these Muslim rulers, particularly the Turks in later periods, engaged in the enslavement of both black populations south of the Sahara and some Moors, as well as millions of white European Christians, many of whom were Islamized. Over time, this led to a significant change in the demographic composition of the Maghreb. The region became predominantly mixed and white, with blacks becoming a minority. This shift was so pronounced that in Mauritania, a distinction was made between black Berbers and white Berbers, reflecting the diverse racial and cultural history of the region. The original meaning of the word Moor has faded over time. Historically, it referred to the indigenous black inhabitants of Northwest Africa. However, in modern times, some Arab Berber groups, who are predominantly white, have redefined the term to refer exclusively to themselves. They even claim that Mauritania, which historically meant land of the blacks, now signifies land of the Berber whites. This reinterpretation of language is a tactic used by these groups to assert their influence and dominance in Mauritania, a West African country. This situation highlights an ongoing, yet often overlooked, struggle between African and Arab Muslim influences in the region.